Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. Whoops! If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, so just be aware parts of it may or may not resonate. Take what works for you, leave the rest, and also this is a timely reading. So if you're watching it right now, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That might give you further clarity as to your situation now. All right, we're going to begin with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck, and we have, we have two cards here, so we're going to redo this. I'm just going to redo it because my cards are sticking to each other. Let's go again here. I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle. We'll give it a cut. All right, and who do we have? Okay, we have an Ace of Pentacles coming in. The aces represent brand new energy coming in. This is talking about the energy of the Pentacles. Pentacles and tarot represent health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. And this is represented by a coin because, of course, money plays a very significant role in that energy. Having said that, you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want to live. So this is talking having the money and the lifestyle. So this is awesome news. This is a reward for staying on your divine path. Doing your best to be, on the up and up and just be a good person and being the best version of you can be. We have a Chariot coming in. So the Chariot is representing the energy of this is already happening on the spiritual realm. And basically this is saying that because you've been on your destined path, you're like a tank. Chung, 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 chung. You're moving through. Get out of my way. I'm on my way. That's the kind of energy you're in. And we have after being the wounded warrior. So the wounded warrior is an energy of someone who's been on their destined path and has found it very difficult and challenging. A lot of shift going on behind the scenes and a lot of energy that you've come up against, but you still manage to get the job done and stay on your path. You notice that the wands in tarot represent the element of fire, and this is action and having passion for what you do and for your actions. And so it's this person here is like, you can see they're exhausted. They have a headache, looks like, but they are still standing. And they have managed to land 8 wands in the back here, and they're leaning heavy on the 9th, which is close to their heart. And so this is talking about having the passion to stay on your path and get shift done no matter what. And so there's only 10 wands in the tarot, and 8 of them are behind him now, and he's managed to land them. If you think about this energy is very much like Sagittarius energy, where the centaur shoots his bow and arrow into the sky, and the arrows hit their target, tung, 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 in perfect order. And it's like that. So it's talking about having that fire and that passion for whatever it is you are doing to be able to persevere through challenging actions from whatever external and internal forces probably. And this is talking about you're now being rewarded for being on this path. And we have, oh my goodness, maybe you haven't had time for a lover and now you do. Now that you've managed to land these this far. And this is talking, so you're not going to be too tired to enjoy it. That's the lifestyle part. So this is saying that the divine is sending in a partner for you, a divine partner that's really going to bring some value to your life and make you happy. You notice this cloud in between these two lovers represents that possibly you have never met this person, or if you have, you haven't been in an intimate connection with them. You haven't had a significant relationship with them. But there's some sort of energy coming through. This is going to be something that makes you very happy. In the tarot, the sun represents the energy of God, and it's the happiest energy in the deck. And then we have, look at, oh, it's taken a lot of courage for you to stay on your path. This young woman is reaching into the mouth of this adult male lion, which would be a very dangerous thing to do. But look how submissive he's being. This is because this represents her fears, and he can tell she means business. Like, she's reaching into that mouth to prove to herself that even though it's scary, she's going to face her inner fears, basically, about quite often this can be from the subconscious mind, from your inner child energy. And so she wants to reach her infinite potential, and she knows to do that she's going to have to face some fears that maybe came up when she was a child about maybe relationships and about being loved, and that maybe she never felt that energy. Or maybe this is also talking that in the past, anytime there was a relationship, it just wasn't, it didn't work out, or she has some fears around it. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Look at this. That's pretty telling. This is the energy of the devil, and it represents temptation. So this can be talking about in the past, the relationships that she had. She might have thought they were about love, but quite often they were more about temptation and somebody lusting, so it wasn't like love, it was more lust. The devil energy is about temptation, and these two lovers are yoked to each other, and then they're chained to Saturn's box, and the devil is just sitting there hunched in between them. And this is representing basic animal instincts. So this is talking about if she thought it was love, it really wasn't. There was an ulterior motive. And if there's this reward of a lot of money coming in, it could be something to do with that. Quite often, if there's temptation and that kind of energy, there's usually money involved somewhere. But in any case, this temptation, you can see the difference in the relationships. Here we have a cloud because they haven't got to know each other yet. And here we have this energy in between. So let's see what this is about. Whenever the temptation card comes up, I always cover it because the devil is very manipulative and you're not going to get the truth from the devil. So I always pick the next card up just to see, okay, can we find out what this is about? And does God, step in and stop it? What's going on? So we have the Hangman. So this is talking about an imbalance here. And the Hangman is representing someone who is, it can represent someone who's cut off, and like whatever's happening is being stopped. So I feel like the intentions of this lover energy, whichever it is, that it's regarding something other than love, that's being stopped. The Hangman is hanging from the tree of knowledge to take a look again and make sure that what he does is he hangs from the tree of knowledge, and then when his aura gets really bright from the information that he gets from source energy, from God, he makes a choice. And so this is stopping this energy from being able to come through. That could mean that they just won't get there somehow. The universe, and like when you're on your destined path and you're in this energy and the divine is getting to reward you for doing that, if someone comes in to stop it, this is like a tank. It's just like boom, we're going through, and get out of our way. And so this energy, somehow or other, this person just won't make it there. I feel like this was stopped before it even started. So this could be a past relationship, or it could be someone thinking, okay, I'm going to come in. Some people can smell money, right? So if they think, oh, there might be an opportunity here, they're going to try and come in. It could be someone from your past, or it could just be someone that you don't even know that wants to come through, and it's been stopped by the divine, because you're this isn't just about money, this is about lifestyle. Yeah, and there is a rebel with a cause coming through. Now this is the energy that's more like it. So this is someone who it's communication coming in. The knights would work for the king and the queen, and they would travel, you know, from kingdom to kingdom to deliver messages. In the old days, that was the only way that they could deliver long distance information, and it was rather slow. But the energy these days now, this communication, this information could be coming in through a phone call, a text message, maybe a letter or some documents in the mail, an email. Possibly it could be you're on social media and you get a message, or you see an event posted and you decide, I'm going to attend that event, and then that energy, you meet someone that has the perfect information, or someone that you know, you're attracted, and it begins a relationship. It can be that simple. And this energy also, this is a rebel with the cause. This is talking about this red plume on his helmet is representing that he knows that he can be impulsive, and he also might have a hot temper, but he has learned to rein in his emotions and discipline his mind, so that when he doesn't do things on impulse like he did when he was younger. This is someone who's very passionate and fiery, and this is representing like loves to travel and encounter new energy, and maybe, you know, go on adventures, travel the world. That's what the pyramids here represent, the mysteries of the world. So this is someone who's feeling a lot of passion and coming in, but he's controlled in this energy. And we have, okay, so this is talking about a never-ending nightmare. So this could be that this energy here feels like, now that they're on this chariot and they feel like they can feel this energy coming in, perhaps you've met this person or you've received communication from this person, and it's really fired you up, and you feel like, okay, this never-ending nightmare is finally going to end, and I'm going to be able to just enjoy, you know, the rest of the journey here, and enjoy being on my path with this reward coming through. So this is awesome energy. The never-ending nightmare energy. Sometimes what happens with this energy is it represents someone who wakes up in the middle of the night, and maybe you've had a dream, or you just have an aha moment, and that's communication coming in through your intuition and your insight, that you, like the steps of action that you need to take to be able to resolve any conflict anymore and just move forward, or just the information coming in that, hey, the Holy Spirit is with you and you're about to be rewarded, and chill out. It's all going to be fine. The universe has these cosmic symbols on this blanket here, and this represents the universe has your back. It has you covered. Having said that, it also is saying you're probably going to have to get out of bed and leave your comfort zone to be able to pursue this. So that's to be able to receive this energy. And then we have, so you may have been in isolation for a while, and that's coming to a transition. So this, a lot of times people are really concerned when they see this card, because it looks like, oh my goodness, you know, death, But this is actually talking about the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The light at the end of the tunnel. This figure, the Grim Reaper, it does represent that transition, you know, when people cross the veil. But it's very rarely about an actual physical crossing. This is more about a transition in a cycle of energy, rebirthing new energy. And I feel like that's what this energy coming in is. It's the end of an old cycle where you felt like you were in this energy, and now you're moving into like this reward, and it's changing. Now, some people, when the Grim Reaper comes to town, like this older person is saying, we don't want your change. And they're bartering, like, to don't even come through town. But these young people here, and especially this little one here, is offering the Grim Reaper a flower, which represents how the change coming through in your life is actually going to be, it might be a little bit scary, but it's because it's change, and a lot of people are afraid of change, but it's really going to be really beneficial for you. And so it's talking about the end of a cycle where you were in this energy, And it's due to your courage to be able to face that energy, you know, and move and staying on your destined path and doing your best to do so. A lot of money coming in. So whatever this energy is, this can be talking about the King of Pentacles. This is talking about generational wealth and a legacy for wealth. And the King of Pentacles is known for being someone that is well known for his business acumen and someone who is doing really well, like lifestyle wise. So this could be part of the reason. Now this could be someone that it doesn't necessarily have to be this lover energy, but it could be, but it also could just be someone that you have consulted with in that, you know, and have solved that problem of this reward here, plus you have a lover coming in that's passionate about you. So this energy, the King of Pentacles quite often does represent people that work in the banking industry, you know, financial advisors, that wealth advisors, people who, you know, if they're working for the bank, they would be at least in a management position, someone higher up, that, and someone that really understands money and how financial and business acumen. They're really respected for that. So this can also represent maybe the head financial advisor of a large corporation. If this is a financial advisor or an accountant energy, it would be someone that is from a, you know, a partner in a prestigious firm. Someone that has a lot of experience, that's looked up to and respected. This can also represent an entrepreneur that's doing really, really well. And, you know, real estate. This quite often does represent real estate. So it could represent that part of this reward coming in is real estate, land or you know, a home or some sort of energy around that. So yeah, this is talking about this reward coming in one way or another. It doesn't necessarily have to be this lover energy. It's just talking about this transition is coming towards you. And that's because you know what you know what you want, and you have conviction beyond a doubt. Now this is really funny because I just did a reading before this a few hours ago, and this was the underlying energy basically of the reading. And so it's almost like this energy right now, that whatever we're in at this moment, or that you're in at this moment, is that you have to know what you want, and have you have to have conviction beyond a doubt. This is what you want. You want, like, do you want love in your life? Do you want to have more you know, coming into you? Because if you do, what this is saying, you need to stand your ground. And like this person has literally, there's other people that wants what they want, but now that they know what they know, whatever information they got here and this information coming in, they're standing their ground, and they're on high ground here. And you notice he has a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. And so this can be talking about the transition of moving from this energy into the new energy. Or it could just be like he had to rush out of the house to, you know, protect himself from the incoming energy that wanted to take it away. So I feel like this is saying he's aware that there's other people that maybe are in this energy. That was part of the information, and was told, don't worry, they've been stopped. It's not, now that you know what you know, you're going to receive this no matter what. After working this hard, you're for sure going to receive it. And this love is coming in. So if there's other energy coming towards you, it's just saying it's been taken care of by the universe. You don't need to be in this energy anymore. And this is due to your courage to facing your inner fears. Now you're in this position. You know that you deserve this. You know that this is what you want. You know that this is what you're going to get. It's that energy. So we have you on your destined path, the Chariot. This is already happening in the spiritual realm. You have received guidance, I feel. If you were feeling like it's going to be like this all the time, it's been like this for a long time. This is representing probably a decade or more of real challenging energy, but there's a transition happening, and now you're in it. What this is saying is you're in the middle of this transition, so don't just keep your mind on what you want, stand up for it, and you will have it. Just know it's on its way. This does involve like a really beautiful lifestyle, and it could involve like a new lover coming in that has, you know, a really good lifestyle, and this is going to add to your life as well, and that there's going to be balance here for you, and any energy coming towards this is being stopped. It's this is coming in right from the head honcho, that kind of energy. All right, so this is awesome. This is like keep going, and just, you know, it's not even like a hang in there. It's like, I know what I know, it's on its way. I'm going to chill out now and just enjoy my day kind of energy. I will clarify this for those of you who want clarification. If you're leaving the reading now, thank you so much for your time and energy. Give it a like and comment if you've enjoyed it. It really does help me build my channel, and I really appreciate it. For those of you who want more clarification, I'm using my Oracle, Tales from the Vector. This is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. I've been working on it since 2007, and I'm an artist. I completed all the paintings in 2020. So I'm working on getting the information together to bring it out, and I do have a lot of written information, but I want to play with the cards and, you know, see how it is in action. All right, and we have, in the description box below, I will put the numbers of the cards. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they are in my gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com, and all that information I'll put in the box below. I'll put them in the order they appear here so you know which paintings to look for. So the battle star energy is talking about this energy right here, courage. So, you know, that's your solar plexus, and a lot of times when we're in this energy, like we're in a lot of like continuously having to battle for whatever it is we are working towards. We can get into an energy where we're holding our breath a lot of the time from the anxiety, and yeah, that will give you a headache for sure. So this is talking about make sure you breathe. And you may say, oh, Colette, that's kind of silly because of course I'm breathing or I wouldn't be here. But I'm talking about breathe through your nose so that you get oxygen into your system. Breathe in and out through your nose. It delivers way more oxygen to your brain, and it also keeps you youthful. And then we have the Hierophant. So this is talking about traditional structure. There could have been some legalities that were going on here, because this quite sometimes will represent an energy of law enforcement and you know, judgment coming in on the physical level as well as in the spiritual realm. So that's and the conviction beyond a doubt can represent that if there was some sort of legalities that whoever was involved, they've been caught, and they will be dealt with by the law. This can sometimes represent police energy, you know, the black and whites. And so, yeah, it's saying that there is some structure here. Like this isn't just coming in. This isn't just on the spiritual level. This is actually literally on the way into your life. There's some Scorpio energy here. I just want to make it really clear that when the horoscope signs show up in my readings, in a general collective reading like this, I'm not talking about an individual. I'm talking about the energy of that sign. If you ever get your birth chart done, you'll find that you have almost every sign in. Usually people will have all of them or most of them in their chart somewhere. So somewhere in you have some Scorpio, and you can learn from this energy. Scorpio is considered the sexual gladiator of the horoscope, someone that can really use their energy as well to unite people and bring people together and elevate people's consciousness as well, instead of conquering. But if they get in the conquering energy, they can have a real sting. So that's the energy there. And we have insightful. So this is talking about using your third eye energy This would be, you know, when people are meditating, they use the breathing and the third eye energy to, you know, to meditate and calm the nervous system, and then move, you know, get the information required. Like, and I feel this is talking about the insight that maybe you've received from a dream. It could have come in dream form or an aha moment, that kind of energy. We have the shooting star. So this is talking about having a really good attitude has really paid off for you. We can't always control what's happening in our life, but we can. The one thing we can control for sure is our attitude. And so if you have a good attitude about what's going on, then, you know, some people, they wish on a star and they're like, nothing happened, and they've been sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, you need to participate. If you want a strong future, you need to participate in it. And sometimes that requires having like a good, you know, having a good attitude and getting up and just saying, okay, I'm going to go after what I want, and, you know, get on the chariot and get moving. And this is talking about worldly and otherworldly desires. So this can be a karmic space. Sometimes people can get into, it's like talking about the extremes in energy, where people are focused very much on, you know, physical matter in the physical world, and not enough on spirituality. And so then that focus, they're not in balance, like they're like the hangman energy here. And it can also, and so when they receive what they want, it'll be anticlimactic. Like it's just not, it's like it falls flat, because the spiritual part of them is not being fulfilled. And then some people on the other side feel like if you're a spiritual person, you're not supposed to have any physical matter. And that can stop you from enjoying the human journey of being on the planet and being on the earth. So I feel like it's talking about needing to have that balance. And I feel that we have the hangman out here twice. And so it's interesting because the hangman's hanging upside down here, but I just get this feeling like this is upright energy here. So it's like after the hangman is hanged here, and the you know, the universe and God have assured you and that this energy is being stopped here from the temptation of someone trying to stop this from happening. They're not going to be able to do it. They're stopped before they even started, is what I'm getting. They're still they're not able to move forward for whatever reason. And that's really not of your concern. This is talking about you being balanced in this energy of understanding, like, you know, that, and that could be like this boot and shoe energy of really understanding that this was the drive to land those wands was because of wanting to follow your spiritual journey as well and stay on your destined path, and having the courage to do so. So congratulations. This looks like really good energy coming in. Awesome energy. I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. Please do give it a like and comment. I never know exactly what I'm going to get with the random shift. So far, so good. I'm going to do one more today before I call her a day. And if you resonate with the energy of the channel, please consider subscribing. I would be honored if you did so. Bye for now. Sorry, Stella, I have to wake you up.